What's up guys, it's Megan. I hope you're having a magical day. Today I'm all spookied out because I'm so ready for Halloween, but because we're getting close to Halloween, that means we are getting very, very close to the Villains Half Marathon through RunDisney, and we are going to be talking about that today, how we're preparing for our half marathon and any race in general. So even if you're not doing the half marathon, this might be helpful if you want to get into running or have a future race coming up, whether that means you're doing the RunDisney Walt Disney World Marathon weekend or the Princess Half Marathon weekend or any other race, or maybe in the future if you're watching this. We're going to be talking about some of the habits that we have and what we're doing to get ready to, run our race come the next couple weeks. So if you're interested in another Fairy Godrunners video and learning a little bit more about how we're training, stay tuned and let's hop into the video. So if you guys are new to the Fairy Godrunners as a group, we are a bunch of Disney loving women who this year in 2020, before the pandemic started, decided to try and develop a few more healthy habits in hopes of running the Walt Disney World Wine and Dine half marathon, which was villains themed, of course. And I just love the Disney villains. They are amazing. I'm so bummed that I won't be getting any medals for this one, but we are still all committed to running the half marathon, whether we are signed up through RunDisney or not. If you guys are participating in our Fairy Godrunners half marathon, virtual half marathon with us, where we have the after party, we're actually giving people the opportunity to run the whole weekend, so you don't have to do the 13.1 miles in one go. I will be doing the 13.1 miles in one go because I also signed up to do the Dopey Challenge once again. I did the Dopey Challenge last year and I need to pick up on my training for that. So today I actually did a 9-mile run. Super excited. I have used in the past and still am using today the Jeff Galloway run walk plan. And so if you go to the RunDisney website, they actually have plans already set out for you. So they have however many weeks you need. Especially, this is very helpful if you're going to be doing another one in the future, because they take in between like 19 and 26 weeks or something like that. So you're going to be training for a long time, especially if you're going to be doing one of the longer races, like so not a 5K or 10K, because those could take a little bit less time to train for. And we're talking about the half marathon and full marathon. But because I did one of my longer runs today, I did a 9-mile run, like I said, I want to take you guys along with me and hopefully got some footage of what you guys can see. So before I go for a longer run, I typically eat half a bagel with either peanut butter or dairy-free cream cheese, but this morning I had one of those caveman bars. I typically wear one of those tech shirts, like exercise shirts. This one was my Goofy Challenge, and I'm also wearing my Jumbo collection because I love these to do long runs in. And then I also am wearing my Brooks Ghost 12. I typically wear Balega socks, and this day actually in particular I couldn't find them, so I was wearing compression socks. And then here I fill up one of my water bottles with Gatorade and then the other one with water. I guess this morning I didn't want to have, oh no, there's my other, nope. I usually have 2 water bottles, one with water, one with Gatorade, and that is my running pouch. And then I have goo for longer runs. They say to have goo every 45 minutes or every 5 miles, depending on how your body works with them. But today, it was a beautiful day to go for a run. Actually, this was filming a couple weeks ago, maybe a week ago. So the leaves were still on the trees and it was so beautiful. And my dad has been running with me in training, and so it's been a lot of fun to train with him. We are just about halfway done. We took a quick break and we've been wearing our masks. And it's a beautiful day out. And we're a little over 4.5. We'll do the other 4.5 and let's go. I personally really love trail running, especially here in New England. It's really beautiful at this time of the year. Also, trail running for me here in the area that I live in is pretty flat for the most part, so that's pretty easy to do longer runs. Also, on straight paths, I feel like the miles go by a lot faster, and also running on dirt or anything like that is a little bit easier on your knees. And we just kept passing the most beautiful sights. I had to keep stopping to take pictures and video. It was beautiful. And hitting the end of our run, I typically will walk about half a mile just to cool down, let my heart rate drop, and also let my legs kind of work themselves out. When I get home, I will roll on my foam roller. I will do kind of a back and forth motion. Don't mind my dad's legs in there. I do both sides. I typically focus on my IT band and my quads because they hurt the most after long runs, and that's the most problem area that I personally have, but it hurts and feels so good at the same time. Feel pretty good. I'm so happy my dad came with me. It's so much easier to run with another person, but also what you want to do is immediately eat pretty much carbs and protein. If you have like a bagel and peanut butter or a bagel and an egg or anything like that, it really helps. You want to eat like within a half hour of getting back from your run. And then also we did a like half a mile cool down walk, and then we stretched when we finished before we got in the car, and that always helps too. So yeah, I think we did a really good job. I'm glad that we did heart rate training today instead of just going for speed or time. I'm not going for time. I'm only going for the distance, and always trying to do running safe. So excited. You guys enjoyed hopefully some of that footage in terms of gear, what I bring with me on longer runs. You know, it's just been so beautiful here in New England in the fall, so it's gorgeous to run outside, and that's one of my favorite things. But come the night before the race day, you want to get plenty of water because you need to be hydrated. Like, that is one of my #1 things. And also, if you're looking at your training plan, you should be tapering off by the time it comes to like a week before your race, maybe even a little bit longer depending on what training plan you're using. You should be tapering by the time you get to that. So the week before, you should not be running 13 miles. So you definitely want to get a lot of sleep. You want to get a lot of water. You want to have a nice dinner. You want to, like, I mean, I know a lot of people say carb up, but that's also something to, like, if carbs sit really heavy in your stomach, like, maybe don't eat them. And once you do longer runs and you know what your body works with, like if you're doing all this training, test out different foods of what helps you either before your run, the night before. So like, I have experimented with what works with my body. Going into my long run, I typically will run in the morning, and I will have half of a bagel. And that's what I've done in the past with my other races, because I know that eating half a bagel is good for me. I typically eat about a half hour before I need to go and run, just so that it digests a little bit, but I still have a lot of energy. You want to eat carbohydrates before. You don't want to eat protein. There's so many books out there that you could also do research on. But I know that we're getting a little bit closer to the race date. So this is, of course, experimentation with your own body. And I know that eating a half a bagel before my run works for me. And sometimes I eat half a banana. So like today I had half a banana, and I actually didn't have any bagels, so I had like a little bar that I ate before I went on my run, but I try and eat at least a half hour before I leave, just because then I won't get any cramps or anything like that. This is a virtual race. There's no specific start time. This is more of like, you get the miles done when you get the miles done, because there's also no time limit. And typically, if I were to have been running with an official start time, you want to be there early. You want to scout out your spot. You want to make sure that you're all checked in. You got your bib. You got everything you need. And that's important. Oh, I also forgot to say, I mean, you guys saw what I packed for my bag, but I always pack my bag the night before. I lay out my clothes. I lay out everything that I might possibly need, including when I'm doing filming while I'm running. I bring my camera, I bring a couple batteries, and I just stuff them in my pack, and that way I'm ready to go. And oh, it makes life so much easier. Any sort of recovery from a race is so important, like almost just as important as your training, because how you deal with your body afterwards is going to dictate how you feel. And if you guys are not properly trained, your body is going to hurt when you run. And if you're not properly cooling down, recovering, oof, that's going to hurt just as much, because your body needs time for your heart rate to cool down, and then also for you to stretch your muscles. Make sure that you're not pulling anything. It helps so much to stretch. Roll out your foam roller. If you have like a little massage gun, that also is really great. And just take care of your body, replenish it with what it needs. Please join us. We will have all the information for you guys about how to do the half marathon if you guys want to sign up with us, run virtually with us, and then we are going to have an after party as well. So please be sure to check out that information in the description. As always, thank you to Bibbidi for sponsoring us and helping us out with some amazing fitness clothes. I absolutely love running in my jumbo collection today. I love wearing these outfits from Bibbidi, Be by Bibbidi, because they just are so comfortable. They are great because of the pockets, and I hate carrying my phone when I run. It's just so uncomfortable for me, and I just feel so comfortable and confident when I'm running in the Be by Bibbidi clothes. I always get so many compliments as well. So once again, a huge thank you to Bibbidi for helping us out. If you guys want to try out their activewear, we actually have a 20% off coupon. If you want to try it out, it is the Fairy Godrunners, which will be in the description as well. And also a huge thank you to the other ladies who are part of this running group. I'm so lucky to have you as a huge support team, and I cannot wait to do our half marathon with all of you. And I'm just super excited because we've all been waiting for this, and I'm so excited to see the costumes. So bring it on for us when it comes to the costumes. I can't wait to see all the villain stuff, and I will see you guys all real soon. Bye.